right, so this is our second spotlight teacher, Mr. Dalton Spence. Lick your back cover one more time, Dalton. Lick it again.
Yeah, man. Celebrating all that's good, all that's positive, all that's great about Jamaica.
All right. So, Dalton, first, tell us more about you. I know a lot of people know you already, but still, just give a quick introduction about you.
All right. No, let me say, before I even go into that, I just want to say how much of a privilege it is to be on your program. I really love what this is all about, Happy Teachers Online. I remember maybe about 2 years ago when I saw the Happy Teachers Online, and it's all about looking at teachers being happy, realizing that sometimes the job can get very difficult and very rough, and it's easy to get depressed and get down and so on. And you were about lifting us up and making us happy, looking at ways to lift our spirits, and also looking at ways that we can earn even more as teachers. And I am so excited to be a part of this and a part of all the persons who have been invited, all the spotlight teachers. These guys are really doing some amazing things, and I feel so privileged to be listed amongst them. Okay, so enough for the big ups. I just want to say, so I'm Dalton Spence, and I teach music. I'm a music teacher, and one of the things that I try to do is to make music exciting for the students, make them want to learn music. And one of the ways I try to do that is to use technology, use current technology as much as possible to make the lesson as interesting and engaging as possible. So I'm always seeking out new ways to make the lesson interesting, looking at using apps, using computer software, using, because one of the things I notice about children is you give them a game to play on their tablets or on their computer, or they are doing one of those games on the big screen, and they're engaging it. It's keeping their attention. And so I decided I need to find a way to grab that attention in the same way. So if they are playing these games that are about war and about fighting and all of that thing, why is it that we don't have technology that is just as interesting, games that are just as interesting, that teach them maths, that teach them English, that teach them music? And so I searched around, and every time I buck up on a software or something that can keep them engaged, and it's done in a game form. Because a lot of times, when they are playing these games, they are not, you don't tell them the rules. You don't tell them the rules for the game. They are learning it as they go along. They realize, okay, if I do this, my man is going to die, so I'm not going to do this anymore. They are learning as they go along. It's the same thing with education, same thing with learning. Learning in maths and English, you have got to do it in a way that you don't even have to teach them. They learn it as they go along. They realize when they make that mistake, they are doing something wrong, so they better do something else, or else they are going to lose their lives and so on. So, it's all about keeping them engaged, keeping them interested. And so I've been searching and using stuff for quite a while now in the classroom to keep them engaged and interested. And then about 3 years ago, I buck upon this game called Kahoot, an educational game called Kahoot, right? And it's like a quiz game show thing where it asks you questions, and then students race against each other to see who can answer the question the fastest so they can get the highest score. And that keeps them interested. And I've started using it a lot in the classroom, and that changed the way I've taught. Since then, my thing lifted to another level. The students just always wanted to come to class. They always wanted to be part of what I'm doing and want to learn. And the thing about this game is it gives them a chance to do it over and over again. So it's like when they're doing the game over and over again and trying to get the answers faster, it's like doing at their timetable, their 2 times table, 2 1s 2, 2 2s 4, 2 3 6, 2 4 8, 2 5 10. And they're doing this over and over again. And that's how they learn their timetable. So when they're doing Kahoot, they keep doing it over and over again, faster and faster and faster and faster, until eventually the information sticks. The information sticks because of that. So I began using it a lot, and they loved it, and it was fun. And then they began to invite me when they were having birthday parties. They started to invite me to the birthday parties and say, come, can you come and do the game at the birthday parties? And I said, sure. And I would do it at the birthday parties and challenge the other persons in the party to guess some things about the student and about their lives and about what they love and all of that. And then the parents wanted me to do it as well. I began to do it at weddings. I got to do it at weddings. I ended up even doing a funeral once. Well, twice. I did a funeral twice, right? Where I was asking people to guess about the deceased, about his life, about where he came from, about some of the things that he did. And even if they didn't know much about the deceased, at the end of it all, they began to learn more about the deceased. I said, wow, I didn't know he traveled there. I didn't know he did this. I didn't know he achieved that, and so on and so forth. And then it just blossomed into other things. And then I began to do corporate events. Now, online, I am getting a lot of requests to do online stuff because it's great. This app is great for online stuff. So I'm getting a lot of requests to do icebreakers at corporate events. When you're having Zoom meeting and it's all boring and all of that kind of thing, I get an opportunity to shake up things a bit, to make the meeting more interesting and don't put people to sleep and all that kind of thing. So, you know, I've been just getting a whole lot of requests to do online stuff. And I remember when I first started, you know, doing a lot of things online, you know, I got some opposition. I began to use the tablet as a way to teach music and even as a musical instrument. And some parents were saying, no, but this is not a real guitar. This is not a real piano. You know, how can this work out? I don't believe it. They did not support it, and so on. And then I took my students and I entered them in national music competitions, and they competed with their tablets against students who have not normal instruments. And they beat them. They got gold medals. 3 years in a row, they got gold medals in national music competition using their tablets and so on. And so when the lockdown came and everybody had to go online, I was ready. I was ready immediately to teach online because I've been doing so much things online with my students. They were ready. And they were learning more online than in the classroom.
That's
because
true.
of what I was doing with them and so on. So, you know, that's, boy, I talk too much now. I say,
it's okay. Remember, you are the spotlight teacher.
So, I've been just trying to make the teaching as exciting and as engaging as possible, right?
Okay. So, but what I want you to tell me now is about that new school that you're working at.
All right.
What's the name? And tell us a little bit more about the students and the background of the students and how you've been helping those students.
All right. So I'm very excited about this new job that I got. I just started working there in about September of last year. It's a new school just established in Jamaica. It's called Crystal House Jamaica. And they are trying to cater to the poorest of poor of children in Jamaica, right? And they provide them with breakfast and lunch. They provide them, they have a bus that pick them up from their home and carry them to school. They create a very loving and caring environment for these students. Now, listen to me. All my life, I've avoided working with inner city children at inner city school. I'll be honest with you. Because
why?
Government schools, well, I talk to my colleagues who are teaching in these government schools and so on. And there's always overcrowding. Their classes are always overcrowded, right? They don't always have the right resources to work with. And the children are sometimes very difficult to work with, right? And I want it to be an environment where I have all the right resources to work with, because I feel if I have the right resources, then I can reach the kids properly, right? I want to be an environment where I could use technology a lot, get easy access to the internet and be able to use apps and all those kind of things. So I've always worked with like prep schools and so on that has that kind of environment, and the classes are not overcrowded. But when I got this job, one of the things that grabbed me about the job was that they provide all the resources that the teachers need. Every classroom, every teacher is given a laptop. Every classroom has multimedia projector and a large screen. Every student has a tablet and internet access. So, and every student gets all the books. They are giving the students everything, and the classrooms are not overcrowded. There are
wow.
students per class, and each class has a teacher and an assistant teacher. Man, I was excited to get into that because I know when I have all the right resources, I can get the job done.
Yes, yes.
I have all the right resources here. And so I got into the job and I rolled up my sleeve and I just got into the job and I'm so excited. Now listen, there's lockdown and so they have to go online now, right? And so I'm teaching online. Yes, I'm great at teaching online. But one of the problems I find working right now online is the children themselves and their financial situation. Some of them don't have any light at home. Yes, they have the tablet, but they don't have any light at home to charge up the tablet. Some of them are, you know, the school provides, there's a way on the tablet for the school to provide them with internet, even if they don't have Wi-Fi at home. But there's still a bit of difficulty with the internet access and so on. So I have to work doubly hard to reach them. So I try to make my teaching so exciting that they want to participate no matter what. They are looking forward to getting online and go do some work with me because I am making it exciting. And Kahoot keeps them excited, keeps them interested. They are competing against each other to see who can get the highest score. When I teach them, I only give them like a video that lasts maybe about 10 minutes or 5 minutes. And then they have a Kahoot that tests them to see how much they know what is in the video. And they are competing against their friends to see who can guess the answers the fastest. And I give them the Kahoot several times and they're competing every day. So the facts stick. The facts get to stick. And I'm excited about this. I'm excited about keeping them engaged, keeping them making it fun and keeping them into learning and be excited about learning. So I'm really excited about this new job. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So is there an agency that funds Crystal House?
Right. Well, yes, there is, because it actually is started by a very rich woman in the United States called Crystal DeHaan. And Crystal DeHaan felt that she was running a very profitable business, and as she was near retirement, she felt that she needed to invest a lot of her profits into the education of very poor children and bringing them to the table, letting them be able to sit at the table through education, and not giving them a fish, but teaching them how to fish. So she started it. She started the school in
Is she Jamaican?
No, she's in Jamaican. She's in the United States, but she started the school in Mexico. She started the school in South Africa. She started the school in the United States and India. And then somebody from Jamaica got in contact with her, heard what she was doing. Oh my goodness. Sally Portia, gee, I almost forgot her name. Sally Portia's, Honorable Sally Portia's, met her and they talked, and Sally convinced her to get it started in Jamaica. So she, Crystal DeHaan, has been doing these schools for the past 8 years in these other countries. So she has learned a lot and so on. And the schools are working very well. So Sally convinced her to start one in Jamaica. Right?
So when was the school open?
The school opened in November of last year.
November of last year. And roughly how many students do you guys have now?
About, let me do some quick count, 2, 4, 6, about 180 students right now, but it's in the making to expand each year to add another. So they are working with kindergarten and grade 2, up to grade 2 right now, but each year they're gonna add another class and another class, and they're going right up to high school level.
Right.
Adding class until they are catering to students of an high school age right up to 6th form. And one of the plans is that if a student starts in the school, they are going to carry them right through the school up to 6th form.
Right.
And also try to make sure that they end up in a job.
Right.
And doing this in other countries and seeing it work. So it's, you know, it's not a trial and error. What they have is tried and true, and they are trying it. They are putting it in action in Jamaica right now.
Okay, where is Crystal House located?
It's located in right beside Osemati, Twickenham Park, right beside Osemati
Right.
High School.
Right on the outskirts of Spanish Town, right there.
Yeah. Right opposite to the registrar.
RGD. Right.
Yes, that's where it's located.
All right. So Dalton, tell us more about where people can contact you. I know I can see all your contact information on the screen behind you. So you have come well prepared.
Yes, man. Yes.
So no one has an excuse, right? Everybody can see Gmail, YouTube, Instagram, Shopify.
Yes,
Shopify.
Listen, let me share my screen here because you know, okay, let me go to contacts and then I'll share my screen. So I can be contacted at reachtheteach67@gmail.com, right? And I do private lessons in piano and guitar as well online. So I can be contacted to do those private lessons. Or if you just want me to host a function and make it fun and interesting, you can go to YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, right? Dalton Spence on YouTube. You can go on Instagram at Dalton Blessed. And then I have a Shopify. I have some t-shirts. I sell some t-shirts, and I'm going to show you some of the t-shirts that you can in a moment. But also, you can also subscribe to my Facebook page. It's called Podcover Celebration. And it's all about celebrating what's great, what's positive about Jamaica, everything that's great about. Now, sometimes Facebook can be a place where people are just prone to some negative stuff and shock news and all of that kind of thing. But my wall is about looking at what's positive, what's great happening in Jamaica. And I'm constantly posting things about what's great about Jamaica and so on, and knocking some pot covers to celebrate that. So you can be guaranteed when you come on my wall, you're helping me to celebrate what's great about Jamaica, what's positive about Jamaica. All right, let me share my screen quickly. Okay. So that's just me teaching in the classroom with the student. Oh wait, just went to highlight. All right, let me go back. All right, that's me teaching in the classroom with my students. And as you can see, every child has a tablet, and I have my laptop there. I have a multimedia projector that I'm using, and we are actually playing a game. We're playing Kahoot right there, you know. And here's another one of me teaching again, right? And keeping the students engaged and interested, right? There is the front of Crystal House, right? And this is one of the themes that I use a lot when I'm teaching. Because I try to teach a student to be resilient, don't make, because sometimes they have such a low self-esteem that they give up very easily. So one of the things I say to them is, listen, when you fail or when you get something wrong, you are just making a mistake, right? And when you make mistake, it teaches you what you're doing wrong, so you can try again and do, oh, it should be better here next time, right? That's what mistakes are all about. Mistakes teach you so you can learn and do better the next time. So don't worry about it. Keep going at it. And, you know, I try to show them different ways that they can learn from their mistakes. Kahoot is one way that teaches them that, because when they do the game at first, they will get some things wrong. But what I usually do is give them a chance to do the game over again. So guess what? You got it wrong the last time, but guess what? You're gonna do it again. And this time you're gonna get it right. You're gonna make mistakes, and it's gonna teach you what you're doing wrong. And all you have to do is try again, and you'll do better the next time. So that is what I teach them, right? So one of the things I want to say is that normally on Teachers Day is also an exciting time for me, because when I teach, I usually get a lot. When on Teachers Day, I get a lot of gifts. I'm always being flooded with gifts from students. So I always look forward to Teachers Day. I get a lot of colognes and ties, and parents carry me out to restaurants. I'm always being flooded with gifts on Teachers Day, right? But this Teachers Day, because of the economic situation of the children, I do expect them to give me these gifts that I'm always used to and so on. So I don't expect that at all, right? And I say to them, even the students that are giving me all these gifts, I always say to them, listen, as much as you give me all these expensive gifts, listen, children, what is most important to me is not the gifts. It is seeing you do well in my class. That is the most important gift for me. That is what makes me happy. I don't need all these expensive gifts. I just need to see you doing well in my class and you learning. That's the most important gift. And that's what I'm telling my students today. I said, listen, some of them asking me, Mr. Spence, what do you want as a gift? What do you want? I said, no, I don't want any gift. You know what is my gift? It's seeing you do well in the class. Now, a lot of my students are doing it. What I do to see that they are learning is they have to send me a video presentation of what they are learning, a video presentation of them singing, a video presentation of them playing their instrument, and so on. And I tell them that is the best gift you can give me, is showing that you are playing the thing right, you are doing the thing right. That is all I need to know. You know, that is the most important gift for me. I don't need all of those expensive gifts, man. Right? So, yes. Now, so let's go on to my t-shirt line. So I sell some t-shirts that says, the future of the world is in my classroom today. And that's my design, right? It shows a tablet on top of a page. And what that is saying is that what is happening right now with education, right? Children are using tablets a whole lot more, and they are learning through tablets, as well as blending it in with the books and the other things in the classroom. So I sell these t-shirts, and you know, here's another example, right, of the t-shirts. And I sell the future of the world is in my classroom today, talking about the tablets, and also that the students are the future. And there's another design. I also sell these t-shirts here, pot cover t-shirts. So this is my pot cover design, right? So, and there's another pot cover design again, and another one here, right? These are all my designs, right? Oh, that's just some students, right? So to get these t-shirts, you can contact me or in Jamaica. To get these t-shirts in Jamaica, you can contact me through these various links, and also my phone number. My phone number is not on the screen. But if you're abroad or anywhere else in the world, you can get the t-shirts from potcover.myshopify.com, right? So that's how you can get the t-shirts if you're abroad. In Jamaica, though, you contact me and I will get them to you. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much. For you, Dalton, you have gone into everything in depth. People know how they can contact you and they know what your strengths are. And I'm thankful for you because you've been helping to build not only your students and building your own business, but building the community too, by helping Crystal House and your students who come from low-income families. You have been doing a great job for this. We applaud you and we thank you and we salute you as our spotlight teacher this week. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dalton. And we now move on to the next point in our program. We thank everyone for continuously staying with us, for tuning in as we continue with our celebration of our teachers today.